almost as heavily as the smog, to be brutally honest. They'll be very...
So we're almost ready to kick off this first game of the evening, this first redemption game between Atlético Parceros, who are from Colombia. Their team president, who is in the arena. He'll be taking a presidential penalty later on, and he is home-sided alongside James Rodriguez, of course, the former Real Madrid player, still active, still playing his football in Brazil. He's not here, although he has been a very big part of the club throughout the entire competition. They'll be taking on, as Paul mentioned before, the XBUYER brothers, the XBUYER brothers from Barcelona. So, almost ready to start the game. It kicks off with two players on either side, a goalkeeper and generally the best player, or the most all-round player, gets selected here because it's a very big pitch. It's one-on-one. You've got to defend, but you've also got to attack, and it starts with the ball dropping from the heavens.
Exactly. Okay, the thing is here, ball drops from the heavens. You've got to sprint for it, but you can't play the ball backwards. You can't play the ball forwards. That's to stop people absolutely flying in. Yeah. Certainly in the Latin America League, the Kings League Santander, you do see some pretty wild old challenges.
Well, first possession is for Atlético Parceros. It's Beto Arias, who's been probably their best player in the competition, certainly the most all-round player. He's taking on Fuadel Amrani for XBUYER team, who makes that early challenge. Ball remains with Patricio Arias, and he slips as he connects that shot wide.
Yeah, it's been newly laid, the pitch here. They have played the Latin Kings League here, but I reckon it's going to get slipperier and more slippy as it continues, this pitch. So it's artificial pitch. It's in pretty good shape. That's good work, isn't it? Once again, a little slip though there by Fuadel Amrani.
They've connected their shots and ended up slipping, so they haven't been the most powerful of strikes there. You can see the goalkeeper coming out. They're very important, not only with their shot stopping, which is always excellent, but also they're very important when it comes to this race now with 3 players on the pitch.
Okay, 3 players on the pitch. There's a little subtle change to things. If you might notice, the keepers didn't come out of their area in the first minute. They're not allowed to, but from now on, your keeper can incorporate themselves as an outfield player, which obviously means the team on the ball has that little advantage, always has that extra man to try and work an opportunity, or even for the keeper to have a little bit of a pop himself.
And that's what tends to happen. That shot there from Eddie, it's probably the player that's rewarded the most amount of space, because he was the goalkeeper, but we see a lot of into the top corner. Here's Carbo, he's come on for XBUYER team. Carbo with the shot.
Right across the face, the goal there from Roger.
Wide from Carbo. Warning sign there though from XBUYER team. You can see in the warm-up, both sets of players are eyeing each other up because they don't really know what the style of the league is. They've seen it. It's interesting now they've
Yeah, exactly. And as you say, there's all that. There's a rivalry. Is the Spanish
which one's better?
In for jobs? La Liga, Kings League in for jobs better? Well, we'll have to see. I think the XBUYER boys, they'll be disappointed if they don't get through this, because I say they started the season absolutely like a house on fire. When he'll be on soon, I would have thought for his next number 10, Pablo Beguer, very much their main man.
Chance earlier on. Yes.
Really busy all-action player, Villiers. 7 goals in the split, and there you saw him carve open the defence.
Very simple play.
5 against 5, obviously a lot less space now.
Carlo.
Decent effort there.
It's all going through Carlo.
And he's only been in Mexico for 3 days.
Let's see how he's
At the end of the week.
how he's feeling at the end of
So keep an eye on Pato, number 21, Patricio Arias. He's generally the main man for Parceros. We have got VAR, by the way, to let you know, in this tournament. We're sat next to the referees. Actually, they're trying to hog our screen just for the replay there. A little bit of contact, but probably not enough for a revision.
the back. Fuad. It's inside. It's from Lugo, the follow-up, and it's a goal. The first goal of the evening is for XBUYER. Hang on. They're going to have a look at it. Who's saying it was offside?
Okay, just to let you know, a little thing on the rules, you can only be offside inside that last line, which is parallel with the penalty area. It's been given initially. See the Eric and XBUYER. They do like a little word or two against the referee. Still waiting. Meanwhile, the last players have come on, so it's going to be 7 against 7.
Joao,
I'm out.
Joao,
Stop the clock, baby.
we need to check the goal, okay? In the bar. Yeah, the time is stopped now.
No, let's have a look.
Okay, tell me something when you are in the
really
screen,
show
please.
us it, does it, that replay?
Yeah, we need to go to check the goal, yeah.
And just going to have a look at it. Oh, by the way, the referees tend to be mic'd up as well.
Yeah.
It's always entertaining.
1 second, Joao. Just to be there.
I reckon he's outside the box when the shot's taken.
Corrida entera. Para que vea que remata.
Yeah.
Velocidad normal.
But the thing is, he's not in the area, is he? He's not in line with the area, so I think that's a good goal. Indeed it is.
The first goal here in the Kings League Arena, the redemption day number 1 in its XBUYER team. Don't say one more. We're talking about him. Let's go.
Golan Pavon, number 9, Foma, had a brief spell at Betis in Spain. Pavon, 36 years old now. Once again, should say the ceiling in here isn't particularly high, so if the ceiling ball does hit the ceiling, it's a throw-in.
Angelo Caro on those shots. Wide. Arias with the finish. Good footwork from Caro, though. We see players have come from 11, so a couple like Giordano, like Bubble.
Caro's a futsal international for Colombia, so really good in those tight spaces. Bit of turn there, Juanma. Aggressive challenge there from Ancelotti. Quite tall for a futsal player, isn't he? They tend to be a bit stockier. And that low centre of gravity, like the Lias, who's just looking for the ball here. Not the sort of ball I don't think you'd want that. Adri Gonzalez.
That from the back here, Lias. Vision, and it's slide into Atlético Parceros half. Lias. Again, number 17. One back.
Bien, equipo!
Cada pesquera.
Oh! Talking about targets, Bruno. I mean, I don't know if you're looking at the arena. As you can see, it's pretty tight. The stand, the side of the pitch to the touchline. We're about 2 yards, our commentary position, from the touchline, literally right behind Ancelotti. Now we're next to the camera that filmed that. We're a little bit worried about our monitors, laptops, because I tell you what, sooner or later a ball is going to come in here.
There's no way we're getting through the entire to a laptop.
I got my hands in front of it.
Hey, go back, go back, go back. Okay? Go back.
Moments of immersion.
Both of you. Temos VAR. Algo que hace en las costas lo vamos a roja. ¿Ok? Tranquilos. Cumprimenta, please. Cumprimenta, los dos. Gracias.
Thing when you've got James Rodriguez as your president, he's got a very handy agenda.
James Rodriguez and Pele Canguer, who is a content creator on YouTube.
A bit of movement from his teammates. XBUYER now sitting deep, leaving too many spaces. And yes.
I know that Velias and Beguer can launch a counter-attack pretty quickly. That's the thing, is you can go from a defence to attack here very, very rapidly.
First time playing any of the
Yeah, some of the teams have. Some of the teams obviously have made signings for this competition. Million euros, $1 million prize money. I wouldn't object either way, to be honest. This the redemption match before we go into the World Cup proper tomorrow. 8-game marathon for us to look forward to. And we'll really see not just what the Spanish and South American sides are like against each other, but also all the wild cards from Europe, from Brazil as well, teams from England, Belgium, France, Ukraine, and Saudi Arabia and Japan.
That's a shot.
Uribe, oh, good footwork.
Into the box. They get the shot away. Here's that counter-attack. Billy, yes. This is a chance.
Big appeal for handball.
That looked okay.
I thought it was all right for me. Oh, yellow card. That's a bit harsh.
Check. We are checking for penalty. Checking for penalty.
Ah, there were Eric and
Oye, pide mano de
giving their
Parceros.
fourth
No, no hay
right
mano,
opinions.
Yo no me fijé.
No, yo no
calma.
Aquí el tiempo de la amarilla, ¿entiende?
Calma,
¿Pero
estamos
entiende
viendo.
qué digo?
Sí.
¿Entiendes qué digo?
Ahora
Estamos
yo lo chat.
controlados, 2
Los
minutos.
galácticos le ganarán a los
Estamos controlados, sí, sí, sí. Todo controlado.
Other little things, if you get a red card, you're obviously
24.
you can't come back on for the rest of the game.
¿Cierto?
Might get a suspension after.
Sí.
The red card will be a 4 minutes playing with a player.
¿Cómo estamos do check?
We are getting a VAR check. Though. Have a look at that.
I'm waiting.
Possible
I'm
handball.
waiting.
Very clearly said that he didn't feel
Quick time out again. He reckoned it was arm against the body.
Yeah.
It's the big issue, isn't it?
Who knows, yeah.
Time is stopped.
Big issue. We've seen it in so many competitions. What is deliberate handball? What is a natural handball? I don't think anyone these days sticks out an arm.
El tiempo está parado, ¿sí?
Maybe just a
Gracias.
La mano, ¿no? Chequeando la
Sí, mas pienso que no es. Vamos a ver.
mano. No, pero si es igual es afuera.
nose.
Sí, vamos a ver.
Si es
Para mí la mano está junto ao braço, sí.
tú eres el
Mas às vezes o VAR tem outras imagens. Yes, I'm waiting. Don't worry. The time is stopped. We have all the time. Don't worry. Make your check. See all the pictures, okay? We need to be sure. The time is stopped. We'll not penalize anyone.
Yellow. I mean,
Of course, of course. Estamos a checar.
Far too harsh.
O VAR.
would be very.
Para
very
penalti. No, no, no. Ali está tranquilo. Foi amarilla.
Because what they might want to do though is keep the bar.
Okay, did you?
Put the bar
Okay, did you check
reasonably low, just to
the
make
yellow
sure this
card for a
doesn't get.
possible red?
Just to set an example for the rest of the tournament.
Okay,
There's
just
the
to be
hand.
sure, because the time is
That's
stopped.
okay.
To be
It
sure.
occupies a little bit of space, but I mean, it's
No
not.
goal,
You know,
no
you're
penalty.
running, aren't you? You're not going to
Y agora
run like
estamos
a
checando
penguin.
si cartolina roja ou não, ok? No penalty. Sí,
For the
ok?
red cards early on in the Kings League. There will be
No penalty. Agora aqui estamos
3
checando.
red cards in the game. I think these.
Everything is okay.
We were heading into game.
Wait for Silvado, ok? Vamos, mais um pouquito. Aqui. Atenção no tempo.
Ah, sí, anda, sí. mano, aquí está.
See the free kick from Babon.
Obrigado,
He's shown
Angel.
the power he's got on that
Goal
shot.
kick.
¡Dura, tío!
Thank you.
Hace así, ¿sabes? Por el
If it
gol.
was inside, was penalty?
Se quedaba
Okay.
Becker solo.
Thank you. But if it was inside, it was penalty? Okay. Thank you. You are not understanding.
A little bit of a route one. Just got a touch on that there, I thought.
Goal kick.
Referee says no.
He's given away an unnecessary corner, but there's a bit of space for Babon. He's got on the right for it. Finds him.
Oh, nice
That
foot.
works. Now skills from Angelo Garon. That should be a yellow card.
For me, that's
Clear.
more of a yellow card because you're not playing the
Es
ball,
claro.
are you? Stopping an
Es
attack, not
claro.
playing the ball. Down to 5
No
minutes.
puedes.
What was that first
Es
yellow
claro.
card got to run on? It's still just over a minute.
Minute and 15 or minute and 12
Es
now.
claro.
So these are potentially
No puedes
very
agarrar. No, no.
sensitive
Claro.
minutes for
Por favor.
expired team.
Aquí.
You can survive with 6 with reasonably well, but
Número
not with
dos.
5. 5 is difficult.
And more so when you're up against a futsal player who's able to skip past the player and opening up all those gaps.
Silvado, ¿sí? Silvado. Y dentro mismo, cuidado con las manos, ¿sí?
Expire team. Arias and
Espera.
Gio overlooking this free kick. Arias is just going to flick it to Gio Moreno. Not onto his stronger
worked his
left foot.
space.
He's worked the opening, but that's brilliant defending from the front man, Juanma. And here come Expire team. Fuad on the counter. Now there's going to be problems. There's gaps. There's a 2-on-1. If Angelo Caro can get the ball down the other end, he's slowed it down. Gio Moreno.
Once again, good
Over.
footwork, isn't it, from Moreno?
One. Angelot. That was good defending. You would have thought he was going to look for his left foot.
Yeah,
Bradley
that's
Perez.
smart. And it just
He's
took
done
the
well.
contact and said, I'll have that. Clock can tick down.
He's done very well there. Not only to draw that free kick from Gio Moreno, as you say, lose a bit of time, but the challenge on Gio Moreno as well in the box. Well, they're going to feel the effects. We're saying about altitude and how they're going to get through the game. They're playing with 2 players less on the pitch
I think
now.
you just have to use your, one thing we should also tell you, which we haven't already, is you can make, as in 7-a-side, if you play it on a Sunday or Saturday, you can make rolling changes. You can just bring players on and off.
Which is handy in this situation. Not too many options for Fuad. Forced to play it back for De La Villa. That's quick feet from Fuad, the shot.
Ooh, good effort.
Lugo had to keep a close eye on that one, parrying
Well,
it away.
back to 6 men for XBUYER.
They played very well, haven't they? With
Yeah, very solid.
And that's another thing, Paul, that I think is important from teams that have played a lot of Kings League football. It's game management and knowing how to play in certain situations because you've been in them before.
It's good that you mentioned game management, Bruno, because that brings me to another novelty of this tournament. If you look at the clock, 14 minutes, 4 minutes till the 18th minute, and what happens in the 18th minute can change a game radically.
Right.
It's all on the roll of the dice. We'll explain that to you when it happens, but in the 18th minute the play will stop and we'll have a dice rolled on the pitch. Not a little dice, a very big fluffy dice that probably needs 2 people to throw it on.
Yeah, one of those that certain airlines would make you pay extra to get them on board.
Every airline these days.
Gio Moreno. It's a loose ball, but it finds Angelo Caro. Angelo Caro's shot. Again, it's some good defending from Martinez, who's back on the pitch, but Expire team defending well as a unit. Not giving too many gaps up to Atlético Parceros. Floated in, headed away to Marin. Volley booted away again by Vera Martinez. That nimble footwork from Angelo Caro. Surrounded by 4 Expire players. Down the middle, intercepted. They're really struggling Fine openings down the middle. That's where XBUYER team are defending so well.
Oh, good challenge needed that.
Again, I thought maybe you got away with that, Marin.
Los dos al balón.
Espera un poco. Para. Jugador, ven, ven.
Yeah, looked okay looking at the replay.
Puedes vir aquí.
You can't talk to the referee
Hey.
like that and Gio Moreno.
Jugador, jugador.
Make sure that he's a foul.
Ten calma. Puedes hablar conmigo tranquilo. Ya lo de dos amarillos para nosotros. ¿Lo entendéis? ¿Sabes? Tranquilo. ¿Sí? Tiempo.
The referee getting in the way again.
Sorry.
Apologises,
Cristina.
but
¡Haces, tío!
made them lose that
¿Qué
possession.
coño haces? ¡Vete de aquí!
Defended really well, XBUYER. El Barrio up next. Another team that's pretty solid defensively. The thing about XBUYER in the split in the 11 games in Spain, played between January and middle of April, scored 42 goals, so they're not short of goal scorers. A little bit fractious out there.
Yeah, I think there was a little.
Mas no para esto. Nos queda simulación. No para esto. No para esto. Vamos.
We get on the
No
ground.
para esto.
Didn't get it on the replay. I think there was a little referee wasn't looking. And it's
Aquí un balón.
kick in the back.
Silvado.
Be careful.
Silvado.
He's, holding his neck there.
Vamos, vamos, vamos. Aquí la primera. Ali fue otra. ¿Qué
He's
pasa?
fired a few shots today, Pavon. They've all gone over the crossbar, but
Half a minute before we get our goal.
Ok.
position
Para
for
mí, o contacto fue
the
natural.
Colombian
¿Ok?
centre forward.
Aquí. Sí. Nada, mas pode checar. Sí. Sí. Muy bien.
Madre mía, la que está liando el tío.
Experiencing another review here for the referee.
Check complete. Muy bien, Ángela.
Things to continue. That one was the shot. This one doesn't go beyond the wall.
Call taking one for the team.
A couple of seconds left. Launched forward into the box, and that's 18 minutes on the clock. So XBUYER team one goal to the good. But as you say, well, this is when things can start to change. There are so many external
You can end
factors
up
that come
having,
into play.
you can have 1 against 1, you can have 2 against 2.
Ok.
The lower the number of the dice, the more
Que salga
likely
un 5 para que
change
los
is to be,
Buyers
and
sigan
the
ahí
man
tranquilitos. Venga.
is DJ Mario, the president of Ultima Móstoles, whose women's team won the
It's a
It's a
wow.
wow.
We like to see that.
in the Queen's Cup. Was it Ultima
Ángel.
Móstoles who won the Queen's Cup?
Está llorando, Eric.
And they're lucky to lose the final of the split Ultima Móstoles.
Hey,
Right, what this
guys.
means basically is we are likely to see more goals.
Exactly.
Bear in mind, it's an outfield player who's
Dani, no hay
on.
nadie en portería,
and
Yeah, so it's 2 outfield players, 1 against 1, logically, and they're shooting from the
you can't
centre
go
circle.
beyond the centre circle. You can
Yeah.
shoot from behind it, but you can't go beyond it.
And as you say, they can't use their hands in goal, so they'll save with their chest, their face, knee, whatever they're willing to put on the line.
That.
It's going to be Arias again for Atlético Parceros.
You just put your fastest man on the pitch for this. And again, Arias.
Got there ahead of Perez. Perez is going to have to sprint back here at some stage.
Looking to deny him an
Yeah.
angle, isn't he? He's brave. Normally you see the player retreat if he hasn't got the ball. For that little chip.
Well, they're saying that it's screaming on the bench that it's passive play from Arias.
He's going
Referee's
backwards, basically
warned
playing
him.
back.
Shot from the halfway line. He's looked to curl it past. And that's brilliant defending. Very different approach as well.
Una hora. Hostia, árbitro, tío. Árbitro. Árbitro, por favor.
So a chance for XBUYER now to add to their lead. And of course, we will have injury time at the end of this. Obviously, the ball goes out of play in this sort of situation. It's a throw-in, or it's a goal kick. And Beguer is someone you quite fancy. Oh, it's
Fouad. Oh, but that's not the best shot from Fouad. He's going to have to get back in goal.
See, this is the two strategies, isn't it? You have to try and press high up, or you go deep.
And he'll be frustrated with that shot for his standards, Fouad. Arias, he's scored quite a few throughout the season from this position. Oh, it's cannoned off the crossbar.
Arias, here's a little stat for you, Stat City. 6 goals this year, this season, or this split, or in the split in the Santander Kings League. All 6 of them came with the dice.
Another poor shot from Fouad. He's going to get another opportunity, but
Needs to get a bit of height on it. That's the thing, isn't it? If you hit it on the ground, your rival's got an option. And again.
They're all slight scuffs from Fouad.
Maybe he's trying just too hard to get it on.
Oh, now we get to see Pavón. Looking forward to seeing him here. Pavón's shot. An unorthodox, but fine save from Fouad, and time is up. He won't get a chance to hit back at Pavón. I'm surprised that we didn't get to see more of Pavón, Paul, because he's shown what a shot he's got. But as you say, Arias has been really prolific throughout the entire season in these one-on-ones.
What's the ref blown? Has he blown half-time?
He's blown half-time just as they were looking to counter-attack. So that's what the complaints are.
I'm surprised it wasn't a little bit more stoppage time. Hang on, everyone off the pitch.
Yeah.
Give me the ball, give me the ball. Temos 2 minutos extra time.
Is he saying there's 2 minutes of injury time? I think he's saying there's 2 minutes injury time still to play.
We have 2 minutes.
Oh,
I made a mistake. I need to give the ball to the same team, okay?
Are we gonna...
Temos 2 minutos extra time.
2 minutes of added time,
No,
though.
2 minutos.
We stopped at 20, but nobody obviously taken note that we have to add on
We
2
can make
minutes
the 2 minutes
of stoppage time.
because it's a man
We got
mistake.
past the 2
No,
minutes of stoppage time.
it's your decision.
I think we got through to 22. I think they're saying to him here, Paul, from the VAR room or whatever
but
you
we have
call
more
this
minutes
area,
to play.
Quite privileged being in the
But
VAR
this was
room.
my mistake. I can
Yeah,
go
you've
because the
gone
place is
past
still in the pitch. It's up to you.
stoppage time
If I
and
finish,
This is right, this is FIFA right.
yes, FIFA right.
Okay.
Sat next to the VAR
Okay.
people.
2 minutes to
some of the
play.
VAR people.
Okay.
Ball.
No.
Oh no, he's dropped the ball.
Sorry.
Trust me.
So it's not going to be Fouad. He's not been great, and there's a good shot from Roger Carbo. 2-0 to XBUYER. He has ducked his head a little bit there.
Well, to keep it, isn't he? I mean, he goes for it. Maybe he doesn't extend his net out like a giraffe, but see, that's what you need to do. You do need to get a bit of height on it.
Now it's Pavón.
I wouldn't want to put my head in the way of one of his efforts either, but once again, you've got to keep it down. So chance to maybe make it 3. Once you get to 3 goals clear, you do start to think that the fates are going your way. Basically because of some things that will happen in the second half that we'll tell you about.
Carbo scored with his previous shot, and he's made it 3-0. Pavón getting his head onto the ball, but he can't do anything about the power of that shot. 3-0, XBUYER team are running away with it.
Still a chance for another one though. It's Uribe, isn't it, that's coming on.
Gio. Well, they've tried and tried, haven't they? They've changed their players.
If he can keep this one out.
This is big for Atlético Parceros,
Wow,
and that's not
gonna hit
how
it
you
now.
want to go. And Roger Carbo has come off.
You're certainly there for it.
Gio. Now his shot is sliced over the crossbar. They've been very wasteful
Bit
in this
rushed.
one-on-one.
Bit rushed, haven't they? Maybe showing a little bit of inexperience, perhaps. The Parceros.
It's the first time for Gio as well. But you do get a sense of a player like Roger Carbo who's been through this so many times. And he's now going for a hat-trick.
Oh my word.
Come on! Roger Carbo, what on earth was that? He's single-handedly getting XBUYER through to the next round. Well, obviously can't say they're through yet, but 4-0. 3 thunderbolts from Roger Carbo. My oh my.
Well, half-time, 4-0. 4-0. That is going to take some coming back to. The only thing I can think at the moment that would see XBUYER run out of gas would be if they ran out of gas because they're not properly acclimatised. But at the moment, I'm really, really impressed by what we're seeing. We're going to try and hear what the presidents have to say.
El puto dado hay que ser más inteligente, no me jodáis, llevamos toda la temporada haciéndolo. La puta.
Escucho.
No, I don't know about you, Bruno, but I can't hear what Eric and
Creo
Javi have
que
to say.
el árbitro quiere ser más protagonista de lo que debería. Sinceramente, la amarilla que le sacan a Pera, por mucho que a mí me enseñe las imágenes de que no es penalti, es correcto, no es penalti, es una mano fuera del área, la cual mínimamente es amarilla, o sea, ya lo de Pera ni siquiera tendría que ser analizado. Que luego ya es debatible, ni siquiera hace falta, porque llega balón 10 metros por delante. Pero luego, o sea, lo de que paren el contador, o sea, que pare el tiempo cuando quedan 2 minutos de añadido.
Creo que el jet lag le está haciendo algo raro.
Yo soy una persona que no quiere mal pensar, pero me cuesta no hacerlo. Me está costando no hacerlo. Aún así, le tengo que dar el 10 a los jugadores. Carbó ha demostrado por qué es el mejor de esta liga. Y no sé, toca la segunda parte. Esto queda mucho sabemos de esta liga. Y vamos a ver.
The draw for the main Kings World Cup is 32 teams. It's a little bit complicated. Everyone plays everyone. Well,
ya te digo, el
everyone
equipo
plays one game.
todo lo que tengo que decir son
16
elogios.
winners
La segunda amarilla para mí sí que es.
go
Obviamente se va por
Lo que
banda,
les
la agarras.
espera. Ay,
Se
mi
puede
madre
equivocar.
mía.
Luego, lo que no entiendo es que pite fuera de juego. No sé qué partido está viendo este señor. O sea, ¿qué partido está viendo este señor? Si me entiende, que me está escuchando, ¿qué partido estás viendo?
Also go through into the knockout stages.
Is that Swiss system, which we're going to have to get used to in
ustedes
European
dos van a pelear?
competitions.
Knockout system.
No, they've introduced it into the Champions League and the Europa League with a twist, but
Knockout systems.
yeah. But this gives teams more chances, basically.
I think that's the extra little. Yeah, if you
You've
come
got a
all
few
the
more
way,
lives.
if you're coming all the way to Mexico,
Yeah.
you don't want to play 40 minutes and get on the next plane.
Exactly. Except for these guys out here, of course, this redemption game, they've got no more chances than the game they're playing right now.
That's because you need to be in the top 8 to have assured qualification of your group in the split.
Oh, some performance from Roger Carbó. I'm still amazed by that last goal. He scored 3 absolute thunderbolts from him.
Having a little problem with the cage, with the ball.
They can fix this and we can get the second half underway. Of course, another thing that comes into effect in this second half, Paul, is the draw for these secret cards, where both managers
The
pick a card.
Spotify secret. We
that's
used to call them secret weapons, but bearing in mind there's a couple of very unpleasant and very sad conflicts going on, we decided secret weapons maybe isn't the most appropriate term. So basically, 2 things. Club presidents can opt to take a penalty. And I think both presidents in this game have. Eric Buyyer is a pretty good penalty
Grande ahí,
taker
esos
as
son
well.
dos auténticos
And,
titanes,
each team has a secret
Dos auténticos titanes.
card,
Vamos.
which can be, which they can play at any time. Which can
bueno,
be
sí.
either there's several options to start. First of all, there's a joker, which is everything you can choose. Then you've got either
No,
a
muy
penalty,
bien,
muy bien. La verdad que
tengo
puede
decir
entrar tanta
que
gente de locos.
almost a guarantee.
A mí la grada me
You've
gusta
got a
mucho, el
shootout
campo
from the
en general me
halfway
gusta
line,
mucho, es bastante
which
marcado
is
y eso
not
viene
a
bien,
guarantee.
sobre
5
todo
seconds
para la
to
portería.
basically go from the halfway line, beat the keeper.
La verdad,
You can have
todo lo que viene a ser el
star
espectáculo está montado
player
increíble.
whose
Al aire
goal
acondicionado
counts
hay mucho
double.
por aquí que
Bit of a- up in the air. You can sanction a rival player, have them sin binned, even though they haven't sinned for 4 minutes.
Pero nada, segunda
And
parte
there
queda
is
mucho
another
partido, ya sabéis que
card
yo-
where if you score in a
yo hasta que
4-minute
acabe el partido
period, the
vamos a
goal
celebrar,
counts
porque sí
double
que-
as
Bueno, las
well.
quejas que he dicho
They've
creo que
missed one,
que
but
son
we'll see
bastante
what
claras.
happens. And
Y
you
por
draw
mucho
them
que
blind.
no
You
te
don't
quieras
choose
mojar
it.
desde
You
ahí
get
arriba,
what you give
creo que eres
them.
consciente
You get what you
perfectamente de lo
chose.
que estoy diciendo.
Else everyone would go for the same one, penalty or joker.
Or joker.
Same thing, yeah.
And that's where you can see a lot of
A ver,
tactics in that
sorpréndeme.
as well, because if someone has a star player and you draw a sanction, then you know who you get sent off for 4 minutes. And then, something else to explain, when we get to
Muy
the
bien, bueno, más o
38
menos,
minutes,
más o
what
menos
is
lo escuchamos.
important to lead by, as DJ Mario, by the way, and his betrothed. They
Dije
got
un 5 para que los
engaged.
Buyer ganaran.
o bueno, iban ganando para que no pasara nada raro, he sacado un 1, me decían en el chat, los Buyers se han quejado, pero ¿cómo vais a quejar de un 1 teniendo a Roger Carbó si os da el partido?
Some people do it, you know, Rome, Paris.
Nah, se quejan por todo, les conozco y se quejan por todo, son como yo, Sí, no he entendido por qué no ha salido Roger Carbó antes, es que es de los mejores en esto, si no el mejor.
Still having issues with the that drops the ball for kickoff.
In the whizzing, by the way, because the ceiling was much higher where the finals were played in Madrid, they couldn't use the box and they had a sort of a catapult, and it was quite difficult to calibrate.
El partido se lo veía muy bien hasta el dado, lo veía muy reñido, es 1-0, pues estaba reñido, estábamos llegando mucho, tuvimos mucha oportunidad de gol y ya en el dado, marica, ese 1 contra 1 nos condenó, pero nada, aquí falta mucho partido, falta todavía tiempo, falta gol doble, faltan cartas, faltan muchas cosas todavía,
Scene of the crime in 1986. The blind Tunisian referee.
Claro, pero por supuestísimo. Yo confío en ellos, confío en todo el equipo.
Look at you,
Sí, señor.
We won't comment.
Hey, no me pongas.
I think we're going to go for the traditional route here.
Do you reckon he'll throw it up in the air or bounce it down and let it sort of drop? I'm quite intrigued to see what he's going to do.
I think we're going to get the basketball style tip off.
Yep.
Good throw. Good throw, and it's brought down by Velias. Big in. Fancy footwork from him. Juanma just wide. XBUYER team just.
First thing to point out here, nobody's brought on the star player, used the card yet, so that implies to me nobody has a star player as their secret card. Because if you do, you use it, you bring him on as soon as possible, or you use the card as soon as possible.
You also wonder when Parceros want to employ their card. It's being 4-0 down. Can't really wait around too much. One man with the shot, blocked by Gio.
Did I say that in the last 2 minutes and the injury time at the end, every goal counts double?
Yeah, at the end of the game, yeah. We'll get there in the 38th minute, 40-minute matches. You love the cattle, they need him to appear in this second half. Babon. Space for Juanma. Just telling him to slow it down. He wasn't quite on the same wavelength as Begueros. There's no need to rush, we're 4-0 up. Arias.
By the way, Atlético Parceros finished 9th in the Banco Santander. Ui,
oh, it's given against him.
Foul in attack.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, the referee's might now.
Porque a mí, porque mandaste a bola para ele. Vai.
Oh,
pode sair.
That's a nice way to finish things.
Não podes fazer com o balão para ele. Vai, pode sair.
So a yellow card for Angelot.
Which is exactly what they don't want. You don't want to be down to chasing the game and down to 6 men for 2 minutes. Yeah, just like Parceros, 9th in their split with 15 points. XBUYER compare with 9th in Spain. So this was
an unlucky draw for both.
No, it's the same against same. It's 10th against 10th, 11th against 11th, and 12th against 12th all the way through. I think.
Okay, but you need to check, okay?
Right, whilst they check that, the secret card has been locked in by XBUYER team. Not by
I tell you, I bet they have a suspension, and they're going to put them down to 5. Let's have a look.
Hit them when they're down.
Yeah. Try and put them down to 5. See what the secret card is. Sponsored by Spotify. I've only just discovered Spotify. Actually, it's a good way to listen to music that.
You've only just discovered it.
Yeah, I've never bothered before, but I've just.
Possible mano en la bola. Possible mano en la bola or holding.
Oh, it's the referee saying possible.
También agarrado, lo atacante, primero.
Possible handball.
Para mí es normal, mas estamos que ver. Imagina.
He's
La falta es fuera, okay.
He's volleyed the leg of Gio.
She completed, okay.
Afterwards.
Time.
Well, play on.
What I like is this. Is you follow a group, and then there's a thing that says, radio, which has similar sounds. That's a very good way to excuse to listen to new music.
And for a 12-hour flight like this one to Mexico, it's very handy. Another wasteful possession from XBUYER team. They're going to have to take the throw again because that weapon, the card, I'm used saying card, has been locked in by XBUYER team and their manager, Victor Gonzalez.
Yes, the secret weapon has been locked in, which is why we decided to call it a secret card. So, let's see what it is.
Si podéis golpear, golpeáis. Bueno, pues 3-1. Vale.
I'm inclined to think it's
think
what
it's
you
good.
say. There he is.
There you go.
Here's
Here's
a man who's not in his first rodeo.
You've got that, and you just what a smart time to use it.
21. Número 21. 4 minutos.
So 4 minutes. It's Pato, the star man, who's off. So there you go. They're down to 6 now. They're down to 5 with their main man off for 4 minutes. Chance to try and kill it off for XBUYER. Smart use of the card by Victor Gonzalez. We had a chat with Victor, didn't we, outside? He was smoking a woodbine.
Not preparing for a game. It's just as you'd expect people to prepare in 2024, maybe in 1990. Oh, another card coming out there. Now, I don't think about that as well, of course. Not waste time. They need something.
You've got to try and get into it, haven't you? Yeah.
It's Manu Lanzarote, who's
Gracias.
their manager. He used to be with
La
Las
carta.
Troncas
Shutout.
in Spain, a former professional player, and they've got a shootout.
Thank you.
Chance to get into it.
And I think he's called Gio to take it. Gio's saying that he'd rather Uribe take penalty shootout. Gio, he's the professional, but he's never played this. Uribe has, and I think that counts for something.
5 seconds is not long. You've got
It's
to
not
get.
long. It sounds like
it's
it
not,
is,
it's
but
not
it's not.
5 seconds to get the ball in the back of the net. It's 5 seconds to get your
Shoot.
shot off.
Yeah.
No, parali.
Making sure everybody's on the pitch. Didi Uribe, who's going to come up against Gabi and Adrian Gutierrez.
It's absolutely vital that Didier Uribe scores this.
Oh, they need this.
Best young player in the team by miles, Uribe, has to be said. 4 goals he scored in the split, in the, we call it the Torneo Apertura, I suppose, here.
Here we go. Uribe against Gabi. It's a long touch there from
Uribe.
Uribe.
He's put it wide.
Dragged it wide. Didn't you feel? Is that it? Oh, presidential penalty. Of course, still things to be played for here, but Buyers are good at penalties, as you said.
No, they are indeed. I think they're just trying everything now to try and get back into this. I think it's
PELI
Ganger who's going to try and take it, and XBUYER's waiting and waiting.
Okay, wait.
Shame for them that James isn't
We are
in the
checking
building.
something. Wait. Okay, we are checking the position of the goalkeeper, okay?
We're having a little check to see the keeper position on the shootout.
Estamos checando tu posición, okay?
Maybe he was
he off his line?
too quick off his line.
I don't think it would have made any difference.
No, because Uribe's second touch was very, very long. It just completely killed off the angle for him. So the referee's saying that they're still checking.
Well,
It's difficult to tell though, you can't
really see the ball being played. Look, he's certainly been smart and had his feet behind the line when it started, though. So,
review over, and no harm for XBUYER team. Belillas.
oh, that's a screamer! Unlucky.
We had a beautiful angle of that one from Belillas.
So now we're going to get our president penalty.
You know, the president penalty, throughout the season, it's a bit of a joke, it's a bit of a laugh, but when you're playing for something, it's when the players are probably thinking, I wish I had a president that knows how to take a penalty.
Yeah. Bear in mind, that's something else to explain. If you've got a president who's not very good at football, and some of them aren't very good, or you want a presidential penalty, the other team gets a shootout. But in this case, both of them have got presidential penalties.
If they're not very good at football and humble enough to acknowledge that they're not. Biggest penalty of his career, PELI. I'll just throw that one out for free. Oh no, it's off the post! And nothing is going their way.
Sent the keeper the wrong way, but it bounces back off the, well, not woodwork, the metalwork in this case. Well, you got to say, they've fired their two big options, haven't they?
Yeah.
And let's not forget, the
XBUYER
have still got theirs to go.
Wow.
How much time have we actually had played in this second half? It's just six minutes. It's been a bit stop-start, stop. Well, not more modern stop-start, it's been more stop-stop.
There's a lot of space opening up here for Juan Atlético. He looked to curl that one over the crossbar.
He got into a position like Sunset in the Spanish Cup final, didn't he, there? But he put it, unfortunately, he put it high.
That is the first, but by no means the last reference there'll be to Athletic Club this week, you feel.
No, it won't. Oh.
It's comfortable defending. They're going to launch long balls. XBUYER team will take that.
Obviously still down to 6 men.
Parceros. For 50 seconds. Belillas is the hero of the game. Carbo. Fortunate for him, there's no MVP in these games. Belillas shot
blocked.
Blocked by Requi, who was quick to come out. Peter Treviño. Here's Requi.
Again, taking his time a wee bit there, isn't he? Coco. No, it's not Coco. It's Eric Lugo.
Also, I'm quite surprised, Paul, that they're just going long. It's coming to nothing.
I think they don't want to play it out from the back because with a player less, it just allows XBUYER to pressure high. There's no high pressure either, is there? From I think you've got to in this sort of situation.
It's another goal. And it's 5-0. And if anybody, it's the first game, and obviously we're going to have to see how the other ones go. But if anybody had any doubts as to whether the Spanish team were going to adapt to the altitude in Mexico, whether the standard of the teams from Americas was going to be a step above or not, well, the message is being sent out by XBUYER team. I think not only are they winning this game, but I think there might be a message going out. The teams waiting to play afterwards. The Spanish teams might be thinking, hang on.
Oh, look, quite fancy this.
Yeah. And vice versa. Maybe the American teams are thinking, ooh, this lot can play.
Next game, by the way, is Club de Cuervos against El Barrio. Club de Cuervos.
Hey!
Should be in Game of Thrones, isn't it, with a name?
¿Qué pasa, tío?
Can I start or not?
Oye, que le sumen el gol a ellos. Que le sumen el gol a ellos.
The goal is correcto. Tenemos problemas con los tiempos.
Que luego juega el Barrio. Que no es mañana, que juegan luego.
The goal's okay.
Fuera.
It's a bit Spanglish for you.
I like it, yeah.
Snap.
I understand.
Correcto. Pero yo no sé si es él o el portugués que le está diciendo. No sé qué coño le está diciendo.
Time problems, okay?
Problem with the clock somewhere. Time problem.
The BUYER players are getting wound up. I don't think they know what's
Si
going
não
on.
está a tecnologia, não está funcionando, o que vamos a hacer?
Ya, chavales.
Ese tiempo, temos problemas con el tiempo. Está parado.
¿Cuál es el problema, Ángel, con el tiempo?
You can restart.
Let's go.
The clock stopped. The clock
Let's go.
stopped.
It's okay now. It's okay now. Está parado. Está parado, ¿sí?
That's interesting there that Pablo Verga saying, the clock stopped, that's worse for us. That to me says that Pablo is fresh, but maybe not fresh as a daisy because it's like a sauna in here, but he's not feeling it, is he? Oh, that's well played.
Well, that's why they're not playing it out the back. He punts it wide.
Exactly, see, because you've got to play less, just allows them to pressure higher.
They're all over them.
But I think they've got to play a higher line of pressure because it's just allowing XBUYER to do what they want from the back. They can run the clock down, just pin them back in their own area.
There are players that are very comfortable on the ball, you know, Angilod, Pavon, those are players.
And I'll tell you what, in football seven aside, if you're a keeper and you've got 8 players in your penalty area, you don't have a particularly great view of shots coming in sometimes.
XBUYER now, who scored that 5th goal and with so much ease from one end of the pitch to the other.
Not quite sure if Iker was offside there.
Now Ballon. Angelot. Need a lot more from Angelot. That's going to bounce favourably.
Bit of backspin there on that. Like a 9-iron on it.
Ballon shot. Oh, it's another one that's dipping, and there was a touch from
Got a little
Cappy.
touch, just got a touch on there. The keeper got a touch on that one there. Did
Cappy. Fingertips.
Bien, bien, no, pero está bien, está bien. Va, el córner. Aquí. Vamos, chavales, vamos.
Comes the corner from Uribe. Ricky had a chance there to connect that with a header.
Yes, Juanma. No, he leaves it in the end. Danny Perez.
That's the first ball into the ceiling.
Just saw the Roger de la Villa saying, let's move it quickly. Number 14 for XBUYER. By the way, was 7 against 7 again. But
Very good defender.
XBUYER still got their presidential penalty.
If they want to stick that knife in a little bit further.
There's a foul. I will check for penalty here, okay? If it's inside the penalty, it's penalty, okay? Give me the ball. I'm checking, okay? So,
I thought the foul was
the decision
on.
is foul for you. Agora estou
Victor
checando,
Torres
okay?
of XBUYER
Para
team.
penalty.
So we're just checking to see if the
No, the foul is from that side. No, it's from that side, the foul.
¡Pasa para ahí! ¡No,
No. Espera, la primera coisa é possível penalti, sim?
First thing's
Depois temos
possible
outra
penalty.
questão. Se não é penalti, a falta aqui foi do teu jogador.
No,
Compreende?
And then if it's not a penalty, the foul's from another player.
Afinal é falta aqui, ok?
Stop the time. Stop the
Ahora
time.
sí, 1 minute.
I mean, the thing is, there is injury time
I will
afterwards.
give extra time, don't worry.
No, no.
I can give 10 minutes, don't worry.
No foul. ¿Foul?
I can
No,
give,
no,
for me it's
foul,
clear foul, okay?
No.
I'm waiting for the
foul.
penalty, okay?
¿Foul?
Well, that's
¿Foul?
what they
¿Foul?
lined up.
Sí, pero está diciendo que si no es falta para allí, es saque de banda. No me jodas. Pero no es falta, es saque de banda. Díselo tú. Que sí, está mirando la falta en la mano. Sí,
Hush gone
pero
around
que sí,
the arena.
pero que me está diciendo que si no es mano es falta para allí, que no, que saque de banda.
Because
Saque
I
de
felt
banda.
like it was a foul
¿No?
the other way round.
Saque de banda, ¿se ha caído ahí?
No penalty foul for that team.
Exactly.
¡Defiende!
Yeah, that's what you
Look
said.
like.
Sí. Distancia, espera un poquito.
Distancia.
Get back, lad.
At no stage did it look like there was a foul there on an Atlético Parceros player. But anyway, they'll continue battling away. 8 minutes left in this game.
Plus quite a bit of injury time, I'd have thought.
Plus a bit of injury time here. Offside there from Gio Moreno.
The only thing is that they need a goal, because I say those goals in the after
Double,
38
yeah.
minutes count double. But I mean, still have to score 3 to win at the moment. If it's level, by the way, at the end of time, then you would have a shootout, best of 5 or 5 against 5.
Angelot, ooh, that's a nice
Really?
flip flat from
And
him.
he's-
Oh, and he comes away with it. Still on the ball, Angelot. Still on the ball, Angelot. That would have been a wonderful goal.
Great close control, but
Gio going for the overhead.
it's not easy to score a header from a corner.
I thought it was overplayed too. Beguer.
Ooh, big interception there.
Angelot. He's got Ballon with the overlapping.
Oh, good
shot
save.
from Angelot is saved by Cappy.
And we're going to get our second presidential penalty.
It's one of the Bayer brothers coming down.
Tends to be Eric who takes it.
This would make it 6-0. You don't tend to see such lopsided scores in Kings League. And he steps out into the sauna.
Under the glare of the lights.
watching him merge onto the pitch.
He's got to come down the stairs, hasn't he?
Oh, there he is. Fully kitted, boots on.
It's your dream, isn't it? I think every fan would like to sort of. Well, I think my legs would just turn to jelly if I.
I would love that.
Get it on target, get it on target, get it on target.
Not too much pressure either. 5-0.
Work the keeper, work the keeper.
In that sense, it's quite an easy penalty for him.
Wait, little bit of keeper having a word.
Yeah, they've changed the goalkeeper. They've brought on Patricio Navarro for the penalty.
Obviously, smaller than Eric, but maybe a bit quicker, a bit more of a penalty specialist. A straight run up there.
Here goes Eric Ruiz, and that's a brilliant penalty from the president. And I think, well, I've said it a couple of times, that's that, but I think that is
probably that. They're all good penalties if they go in, and we go back to, restart where we ended up last time.
Vamos. Like it.
I don't think he'd have got to that even if he guessed the right way, to be honest.
No, very good penalty.
Once again, another corner just floated in and out. Four and a half minutes left before we go into double goal value.
Torres, XBUYER, playing the ball around very well here. Dani Perez offering himself.
This is like they started the split, isn't it, when they were leaders after the first 4 matches, and they were only really unlucky to lose to a late goal, the last-minute goal against Troncos. Otherwise, they'd have started off with 5 consecutive wins. Yep, out that one goes.
Yeah, but this is definitely a showing of what that team was capable of earlier in the season, and maybe that position in the table come the end of the split is a real, true reflection of how good XBUYER team are. Arias. Marin. Avon.
A little nudge in the back there. I think he was quite happy to take it as well, and
that's someone that's played football. From the moment that was floated into him.
Well, he's the number 11 player, Gio Moreno,
exactly.
So
he was thinking, how am I going to go down?
Solo silbado, ¿sí? No lo meses el balón. Vamos para atrás. Vamos conmigo, por favor. Pareja de centrales. Aquí.
What do you want? I think you want 3 in the wall, wouldn't you? Or 4, at least.
Cuidado con las manos.
Careful with your hands, says the ref.
Cuidado con las manos. ¿Sí? Manos atrás.
Put your hands behind you.
It's going to be Gio Moreno.
It's not. I don't think you can get the ball up and over, can you? You've got to work the little angle, well blocked. Dani Perez.
Gave Dani Perez time to sprint out and block the shot.
Tries the little push again, to be honest.
This time he doesn't go down, and it's a 3-on-1. He's got Elias to the right, Juanma to the left, and it's in. It's 7-0, and it's starting to get a little bit embarrassing.
You know, this is like, we're talking about redemption. This is the road to Damascus, isn't it, for XBUYER, without getting religious on you. And it will be the last time, I promise.
Thank you.
I think the referee just has a quick check for offside. 7-0.
Wow. Wow.
Some people are on the pitch. They think it's all over.
And that's a desperate shot.
It would have been a good effort at Leverkusen, but there's obviously 7-aside goals considerably smaller.
Atlético Parceros will be missing out on this inaugural Kings World Cup. It's travelled from Colombia. That's a painful one to take. Coming here, losing your first game and going back home.
Well, it's not really even your first game, is it? It's like getting to the playoffs.
Free game, yeah.
It's like getting to the playoffs and...
Now Angelot, can he keep a hold of the ball? He loses out. It's another counter. Oh, that's a good challenge. I thought he was going to do a cynical foul, and Beguer's shot is blocked by the defender.
I must confess, I did see Beguer's ankles in danger.
Yeah. I was thinking how to best describe it without.
To be fair, I have to be very fair. It's not worked out for him, but Angelo has worked himself to the bone, hasn't he? I mean, he's given himself. He's not stopped running. Apart from a bit when he was obviously taken off for 4 minutes, but he has given everything. So this, I tell you, this is something that you've commented on. This is going to make the next match, which is Cuervos against El Barrio, really, really interesting. So is this superiority
is it a one-off?
From the Spanish team? Is it a one-off? Is it going to be a trend?
Difficult minutes to play here for Atlético Parceros. You can just sense, looking at the body language of the players, they want this to be over.
38 minutes is just about to be, whoops-a-daisy, reached. Out that one goes.
And there we go, 38 minutes. So the last couple of minutes, goals are worth double.
Well, 3 or 4 minutes injury time, though.
Yeah, last couple of minutes plus added time.
La confianza los.
Nice little remix there.
I say these matches scheduled to last about an hour, but it's tending to overrun a wee bit. Might be something to bear in mind tomorrow when we've got 8 matches. 8 matches starting at 11 o'clock in Mexican time. I'm not quite sure what you'd say that way. 8 hours, which is 8 GMT plus
1. So CET?
6.
Oh, right, no, you're looking at what? No, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me involved.
8 hours ahead of Spain.
8 hours behind.
Behind, even, yeah.
Painful last couple of minutes plus added time for the Atlético Parceros players. Someone at least come away with the goal.
Well, there are 600 fans in the stands today, here in the Kings League KL Arena. Within view of the Aztec Stadium. So again, that's a good old sprint. That's gone forward from
Zarias, but it was intelligent from the player, Paujas Starrix. He stepped out of the way, and Zarias could do nothing about it.
Got to go backwards on kickoff. Which is easier said than done, isn't it, at speed?
It's not easy, no. A bit of a press from Parceros. Overplay to Juanma. Gio to Pavon. Is he onside? Saved by Capi.
Oh! I think offside, yeah, he's given offside anyhow.
Yeah, unfortunately for Pavon, but that just sums up their game today.
The keeper into the side net.
This is a great finish. Now Juanma. Lapping run, too much on it from Juanma. Changed the ball as well for the last couple of minutes. It's the fluorescent orange. Yeah, orangey pink.
Yeah, orange. Not golden, but orange. Once again, it's just not working out for them, is it?
They're desperate. You look at the players here, you can see they're desperate for this to come to an end. Get what he does best, which is holding off. Yes.
Just gives him an extra option, doesn't he?
Oh, he's got his side, his corner as well. That's a brilliant play from Iger. Oh, going for the spectacular. You can afford that 7-0. It was Roger de la Villa. Final whistle, fair play from the referee. No added time.
There's 3 or 4 minutes that could have been added, I'm pretty sure, but there's no need to do that. Only thing's going to happen is someone's going to get injured, isn't it?
Well, that brings our first game to an end, and I certainly was not expecting that, Paul. Atlético Parceros is a team who have been decent. They've been solid in the Kings League appearance.
There you get the confirmation of it. 7-0.
And Carbo really is a decisive
Señor.
player.
Yeah.
Those 3 goals before half-time.
Qué bien sabe la
Absolutely key from Carbo. You can see the players as they shake hands. Just everyone's got their head down for Atlético. There was a lot of
We have to
excitement
keep it this
coming
quiet
into this
because
game
it's a
for
very
them.
difficult